live.
Eventually.
Well, when it all catches up, it's fine.
Yeah, my internet's slow.
It's
but
fine.
It's fine. It is fine.
It's fine. It will catch up. I'm gonna get some lotion on my poor dry hands.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh, it's up.
It's up. Look at that. It is up. Yep. We got the folks. They're up in here.
The folks are indeed up in here.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I know he's right. Oh, there he is. Oh! Little certain
get a
someone
Vinny?
is here to say hi.
We can't start the show without a Vinny.
That's right. He is very important to the, I don't know, to the whole, the thing that we're doing here.
The vibe.
Making a show. Yeah, there you go. Vibe. There
It's
you
more
go.
of a vibe, yeah. He's our mascot. He's got to wish us good luck on the recording and stuff.
Okay. back
See?
to the bed.
Just like that. We are now complete.
We are now complete.
We've had the Vinny. The Vinny has made an appearance.
Beautiful.
Why are we gonna make you lose your mind?
Y'all gonna make
up in
me
here?
lose my mind. Up in here. Up in, I don't know. What do you would you rather be playing 11-2? Is that why we're gonna make you lose your mind?
I mean, we would rather be too, but it's fine. Unshackle Fury.
What's
What's up, buddy?
What's up? Guy Fieri's new show. No, it's not.
Will Vinny wear a hat? I do think Vinny needs to wear a hat. I think he would look very dapper.
I mean, he might. I'm about to put him out though, because he's doing some.
He's going cray cray.
He's just making a lot of fucking noise.
He's being Vinny. It's what he does. He's being Vinny. Fine.
Yeah. So
where's the
what
donkey
he did?
sauce?
So what he did is he decided that it was time to, you know, the little like hockey pucks on your desk that like
Yes.
you can use for like cable management, stuff like that. He's going crazy. Oh, he's biting me. Anyway, he knocked it off the desk and now he's using it as a hockey puck on
It's
the ground.
playtime.
Yeah.
Yes. Way to go, Vinny.
All right, Vinny. All right. We'll be back and then we'll do a show.
Okay. Okay.
Vinny.
Put Vinny out. We'll do a show. Bye, Vinny. Love you.
Bye.
Vinny's learned how to play hockey early. I love it. Fully approve. Fully approve. How's everyone doing? Hello. Welcome. Hello. This is where I get to be awkward because Jin's not here. It's great. Great. Also, Unshackled Fury, aka Berserker, I still haven't recovered from Cyberpunk. I'm just saying it. I haven't. It's fine.
Aren't there like 1,900 different endings? So you just got one thing?
Oh, I haven't even seen the main ending. We'll talk about it. Don't.
Oh, okay.
Briefly.
All
Briefly. I'll keep it brief, I promise.
All right. Beautiful. All right. Well, I'm ready to hit record. If you are, we can do this whole episode recording thing.
We should probably do that. That's what we're here for. That's what the peoples are here for.
It's true. I mean, that's kind of what they're here for. So, yeah, here we go. I'm hitting record on my end.
I have thusly hit record as well.
Squiggles are a squiggling, so we might as well do the thing that consists
Yes.
of this thing. So, button press.
We may never know, Uther. I intend to live forever.
How dare you show your face here? Faces.
Don't laugh at that, you idiot!
A lot of story there, a lot of lore. For those of you who are into that kind of thing, I love you.
Welcome to Live, Laugh, Lore, the podcast that explores where we've been and where we may go next in the World of Warcraft.
Welcome everyone to Live, Laugh, Lore, episode 170. Shoot. My brain just did 3 different things. I don't know if you want me. Do you want me to redo that?
You
That
can do
could just be
whatever you
live for the
want.
YouTube
I don't
audience?
care.
Let's just redo that. That was
Go for it.
silly. Okay. Welcome everyone to Live, Laugh, Lore, episode 172. The show that's so happy to be welcoming 11.2 into our lives. Just so happy that our brains are just not functioning. It's great. Great. It's great. Each episode we'll check in, have some laughs, and talk all about the lore of Warcraft, 1 or 2 topics at a time. My name is Allie, the one that's looking forward to hanging out with Sassy Venari again. And today I'm joined by someone who may be secretly excited to hang out with Xal'atath again. Maybe. It's Jin.
I mean, maybe. I mean, we'll see. She's pretty cool. I mean, she's rude. That's for sure. She's very rude.
I mean, yeah.
She's like, you broke my dark heart.
Very dramatically.
Very dramatic, yes. She broke the dark heart. So sad.
So what have you been up to, dear Jin?
I've been doing a whole lot of like prepping for 11-2. No, I haven't been doing that. I didn't do shit. So last time I played is when I very sadly was like, I didn't get Invincible. Boo.
Aw.
No, so that's the last time I logged in to do anything. I just been enjoying the break before season 3 ramps up next week. And I'll probably do the thing to make sure that I got enough gear for normal, blah, blah, blah.
You kind of have to do the cloak stuff.
Yeah, I got to do the cloak for sure.
Raid.
Well, I've got to play through the storyline, even though I've already done my PTR. I've still got to do that. So,
But now it's for real.
yeah, it's out
Real,
for
real.
reals, these reels now. And I'll be like, oh, look at this. So cool. So wonderful. Anyway, so I've just been kind of hanging out and prepping for a different thing that I'm doing. Pretty different thing. And that's I was getting ready to go to a concert. Going to a concert tomorrow. In fact, we're going to be seeing the Lumineers for a record-breaking third time. And when I say record-breaking, that's record-breaking our own personal times that we've seen bands. So there was a bunch of them that we've seen twice. This is the first one that we has crossed the threshold into. This is our third time going to their concert. So, yeah, super excited to check out the Lumineers. In fact, they're like we're gonna be seeing them at the big arena. You know, it's in Sacramento, the Golden One. Yeah, we got floor seats. Yeah, so
Ooh, you went fancy.
I bought these like 8 months ago or some shit like that. So yeah, I'm excited. It was one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, the Lumineers are coming to town in like 9 months. I mean, I guess, and it's like, oh, it's here. It's actually tomorrow. Oh my gosh! So I'm really excited about that. So, but yeah, that's all I did. We were just running around, making sure that we're all prepped for that, and yeah. And now I'm actually excited to get back into WoW, probably after we're done recording this. So yay! I'll probably play on Thursday. Yeah, I'll probably play on Thursday since Lumineers is tomorrow and today is recording and editing. So yeah, I'll get some 11-2 in on Thursday. Yeah.
There you go.
But speaking of getting in some 11-2, Allie, what you been up to? Huh? Any 11-2 yet?
Not yet. I know John and Chad was asking. Not yet, because we're doing this. And I didn't want to torture myself with playing for a little bit before recording. So not yet. I did play PTR like you, the main storyline at least. So I've experienced it. I know what's up. And then I'll experience the rest over Wednesday and Thursday and multiple days to follow.
Yeah, we're gonna be in this patch for a while.
Yeah, we got time. We got time. I did a little bit of prepping for 11-2, mostly crammed it in last night once I finished working on show notes. And that was I had a moment with my guild bank, not my guild bank, my bank, and multiple banks, because I was trying to prep, with
the void storage and all that crap.
Yeah, exactly. Getting everything out of void storage at least. I grabbed a couple items from my priest bank just to be safe, just to have them. But I had this moment, actually had 2 moments where I got a little emotional because when you've been playing this game for so long, when you have some mental health tied into the game to at a point where it once saved your life back in the day, and you go back and look at those items that you haven't really touched since then because you put them into void storage.
Yeah, when's the last time you opened void storage?
On my rogue, very long time. And all those items were now transmog. I didn't need to keep them. That's how long it's been. But just looking at those items again that were so big back then, I was I got a little teary-eyed, a little sentimental. I was like, oh, look at you. You're so awesome. I love you. And just, so I got a little teary-eyed. But then I sat there and looked at my priest's bank, and she's the one that I have all my books and stuff on. The books I'm hoping to put into a library in my player housing someday. And they were warning us that, if there's anything in your banks even that you don't want to lose, like maybe just to be safe, put them in your bags. My bags are full to the brim. I don't have room for all my books.
Why are your bags full to the brim, Allie? Why are your bags full to the brim?
Because I have a lot of books. Plus a lot of other crap. And there's just been things over the years that are like, if you collect 4 of these items, you can combine them into this item. And I have like 2 or 3 of them. Of the 4.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
got a lot of those.
It's like those kind of situations, right? Plus some sentimental things here and there. So like I grabbed what I could, but I sat there and looked at my bags and my books. And I was like, my valuables. Like, that scene from The Office when Andy is taking Meredith home after the Christmas party because she's drunk off her ass, right?
Right, yeah.
And so he's throwing his bike into the back of her van, and all of her stuff's falling out of the back of her van. She's like, my valuables, they're my things. That's how I felt when I logged off. It's like
an
my
empty
valuables.
bleach bottle.
I mean, I don't have one of those, thankfully. But I just like, okay, you be safe now. Just stay in the back of the van. Okay, thanks. Yeah, basically it's what that was. Yeah. So I haven't logged in. I'm sure it's all there, hopefully. And I did BFA time walking because it's BFA and it's time walking. Finishing off a freehold. It's like the system knew I needed a little bit of pirate in my life. Is great. But other than that, I also kind of took a little bit of a breather because I know we're going to be hitting Warcraft hard over the next couple weeks. Rating, and then we're gonna have the midnight release, and it's a lot. So I took a little bit of breather this weekend. Played Cyberpunk. For those who have ever played Cyberpunk, I finished the Phantom Liberty DLC for it. Not the main storyline. Still need to go do that. But the main the DLC. I won't say things because that spoils it for anyone who might still play it at some point. Just it was epic. Choices were made that were agonizing, and then I agonized with for a while afterwards, and then I'm still agonizing about to this day. But all the more reason to play through it again at some point and make different decisions with my life and other people's lives. So if you know, you know, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
All right.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about because I've never played Cyberpunk or the DLC, so we'll just take your word for it. That it was a lot.
I had to make a life choice for someone, and it was a lot. Berserker was my therapist afterwards, talking about it. But it was
like the straight up Sophie's Choice or something up in here. Is that what you're like? Okay,
yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Whole thing.
So it's Sophie's Choice.
Whole thing.
Sophie's Choice up in there. All right, Sophie's Choice is going on in Cyberpunk. Cool.
All
Sounds
right.
like super chill cash money situation that you're dealing with. Yeah.
Yeah, super chill. So chill. So chill.
Super chill. Mm-hmm.
So chill. Anyways, I think it's time for you to do your job so we can get into the meat and potatoes of the show.
Meat and potatoes. All right, sure. We could do that. I have a job that I'm going to do right now. I'm not stalling for anything. No, I'm just going to do my job. Mm-hmm. So, hi there, listeners. Hi. The Ghosts of Koresh stir once more, and so does the lore. If you're looking forward to deep dives into patch 11.2 and all the cosmic chaos unfolding, consider supporting the show on Patreon. You'll get early access, exclusive content, and maybe even avoid Ethereal or 2 whispering sweet nothings in your ear. Just a little bit, just little sweet nothings. Help us keep unraveling the threads of Azeroth one spooky, void-touched patch at a time. Stay tuned to the end of the show to find out how.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
Well, since we record the show on Tuesday nights, we're doing this labor of love instead of playing the newly dropped 11.2 patch. Maybe if you're listening to this while you play, who knows? Maybe you're enjoying it right now. What we do know, though, is we are freaking excited to dive into all of it with you coming weeks. We do want to give you all a bit of a chance to explore the patch before we go real crazy with it. And are doing our analyzing and our future predictions as we do. So instead, we're going to take some time to kind of set it up a bit with some recent audio recordings that dropped and a couple things to remember as you get into the story bits. But as for these audio recordings, they are apparently audio logs from Koresh coming at us in 3 parts. They're called the Whispers from Koresh. From what I've been able to gather, Queen Ishura on Twitter. He makes a lot of lore posts, lore videos, does social media for Lost Codex. A lot of great stuff. Found it or was given the first audio log. It's one of the two. It's a puzzle for the WoW Secret Finding Discord. I am in that Discord. It is large. It is super active. I wish I had the time to keep up with it, but I don't. Have you ever peeked in this Discord, Jin?
No, I've never joined that server. I know that these are very dedicated people that can, I don't know, look into things that I'm just like, I don't, wait, you guys figured out that you need to what now? Like, how? How did you figure it? So I'm just like, all right, well, okay. I don't know if it's like weird trial and error or what, but it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive of what the secret finders, I guess, is the name of the Discord. But yeah, no, I've never been in there.
Yeah, I've poked in it here and there, and I've watched as the chat's going and they're solving puzzles, and it's amazing. What I do know is that when I follow it afterwards, when it's things that are actually in the game, it's a lot of fun. Like, I wish I had the creativity and the free time to go work on these puzzles with them, because it's fantastic. But in this situation, it was basically like a puzzle for that server, and it was a collaboration with Blizzard. So it's real and it's canon, but it was mostly like that server that got a chance to solve the puzzle, right? So they got that first audio log. They found a teaser on Reddit that, Blizzard kind of snuck in there. And then their Discord was able to translate it. They found a second audio log on Reddit. Third one came out through the puzzles, whole thing. And so it was created by the staff of the Secret Finding Discord. But again, Blizzard was collaborating with them and giving them this puzzle and the freedom and this community event for them, which is really cool. I love it. One of the puzzles, and if you're in our Discord, I posted the link for how they did these puzzle solving, but one of them involves ley lines all around Azeroth for reasons. Maybe we need a reminder of where ley lines are on Azeroth for reasons.
I don't really know where they're just at. I just know where where they come together. Come together, right? That's the ones that I know where they're at, where they're like this. Woo! Yeah.
Just like that.
But like where they're like individually like running through Azeroth. I don't know where those are.
One of the puzzles like put like little dots all over the map. But first the video, it was like a layered video, and it first started with like a blank screen and then like just do. And so someone overlaid it over the map, and they were like, oh, the ley line positions, and it opened up the whole thing, and it was really cool. If you want to go through the article again, I posted it into our Discord. You can go through and see the whole process. It was pretty great.
Wait. So before we get going, you're telling me that these audio logs were not actually just like, hey, folks, here's a new YouTube video that we released. These were secret finder people that Blizzard was like, hey, you guys like figuring out puzzles. Here's a puzzle. And then once they solved those puzzles, they released it into the wider world. That's what these things are. Just
basically.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I think Blizzard did. Yeah, like, it is really cool. Like, Blizzard did give the first audio log, because I forget who posted in our Discord. I'm so sorry, but someone like the first log came out to public, and Queen Ashura was like, "Look, everyone!" And then there's this little teaser of like, more coming August 1st.
Oh, all right.
And then it did, because then that's when the next puzzle unlocked, and then they solved it. So all three are on YouTube, on like World of Warcraft's official YouTube page. They're official. They're legit. This is a legit thing.
Okay. Wow. I was unaware of the fact that this was like a secret finder thing, and that's cool. That's really awesome. Yeah.
Like, it's a really passionate and dedicated community, so I love that they gave them this little thing. Like, that's really cool. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, I think it's freaking awesome that they're just like saying, hey, we know that we like to do really weird things like the Hive Mind Mount and like some other goofy crap that you guys can do. Like, hey, you want to get access to like old Naxxramas and like old Stratholme and like goofy crap like that? Here's this random crap that you guys got to do. And they're like, yeah, sure. And then they're like, hey, you want to like actually solve something that could lead to like stuff that's happening right now in the lore, and that's freaking cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So cool. Yeah. Well, John, I'm glad you listened to them.
Because you're going to listen to them again.
On YouTube, because we're going to listen to them again. Starting off with the first one, please play that beautiful bean footage.
No one expects their world to end on an ordinary day. If you hear me, heed my warning. Don't make the mistakes we made. Our choices ended our world. Let Karesh be a cautionary tale, so that its ending does not become yours as well. I am Laura. I traded in truths and secrets. Sufad was my home, one of the largest of our glorious city-states. A glimmering oasis carved from the face of Karesh. He was a harsh master, yes, but Karesh was ours to love and curse in equal measure. We loved him because we survived him. Karesh never made it easy. He never gave, he tested. But we endured, we built. What he didn't give, we created with grit and cunning. Bled for every triumph, and held our heads high despite every step costing us. We endured, thrived, but no creation of the Kareshi could prepare us for what came for Karesh itself. Every Kareshi saw it happen, frozen in place, as if time simply stopped. The skies we knew, our beloved saffron, blood orange skies, consumed, swallowed whole. What replaced it wasn't sky. It was something wrong, starless, watching, hungry. Karesh would soon never feel the kiss of sun or starlight again. Time dissolved into that darkness, each day swallowed by a silence so deep it frayed the edges of our minds. We could not foresee what awaited us. But in our bones, we knew our beloved Karesh was dying. And if we wanted to survive, we had to change, whether we wanted to or not. Even now, with Karesh long gone, swallowed and forgotten, grief still clings to all that remained. It never lets go. It outlived our world.
Like the weird audio, little goofy crap that it does there. It's nice.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's nice ambiance. So there's our first clip. That voice there, like they introduced themselves as Laura. I did some digging to see if we know an ethereal or broker named Laura. Kind of like how I missed that Nari in the audio drama Doom of Karesh is Nari. Still embarrassed by that. I did find two possibilities. There is a rune thief Xylora being all sneaky over in Zereth Mortis. It's one of the rares that could be taken out. Doesn't seem to really match our Laura here, though. Then there is Laura. Does that ring a bell at all, Jin?
To Laura, if I were to guess, if I'm remembering correctly, aren't they the ones that wrote the Grimoire of Shadowlands?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew.
So
I knew it was Cartel Ta.
Laura.
Yeah, I knew
Yes,
it was Cartel Ta.
Cartel
And I was
Ta.
like, I'm gonna make a wild guess that might be really good. So yeah, Grimoire of the Shadowlands.
There you go. Laura traded in truths and secrets. And as a reminder, Cartel Ta operate, which is fun to say, Cartel Ta.
Reminds me of Toth.
That's distracting. Yeah, that's true. But Cartel Ta operates the black market auction house in Revendreth. You can see him over in the Hall of Curiosities in Oribos. They're in charge of the Tazavesh Portal Authority, and they run the ferry that travels between Oribos and Tazavesh. With Tazavesh moving to Karesh, we're going to see more of Cartel Ta. This cartel is also rivals with Cartel Ve, as in Venar, or I guess it's Ve, Venari. Yeah. So after learning, when I did, looked up Talora a bit, After learning of Cartel V's, that's weird to say, expedition to, you're going to them all ears, it's been great.
Cartel Vez.
But after learning of their expedition to the Maw and how Venari betrayed her fellows in the cartel in order to monopolize contact with us Azerothian Maw walkers, Talora set out to learn all he, keep that in mind, he could about the Azerothians and the realms of the Shadowlands in which they were associated to prevent his own cartel Ta from being at a further disadvantage to their rivals. He subsequently compiled the information in a grimoire for the cartel's records and sent to his superior, Overseer Taradon. And like Jen said, that's the Grimoire of Shadowlands.
I gotta tell you, it looks awful funny that it's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna submit my records to Overseer Ta Read On." Is what it looks like.
Yeah, it does look like Read On. Like read on, right on. I'm not sure.
Can you read what I wrote, Mr. Read On, please? Yes.
Yep.
Go ahead. I appreciate that if you just read this, since that's kind of like what you do.
Right? Exactly. So again, author of the Grimoire of the Shadowlands. I opened up that book. It's right here on the shelf right behind me here. I opened it up. Didn't find anything really helpful to be able to identify our Laura voice as Talora. But at least Talora is someone we've heard of before. Now, Stevie D, good old Steve Newser, used the pronoun of he for Talora in the Paso, but Sean Copeland refers to this Laura voice as she. So it could be a bit of a retcon. It could be that it's a completely different Laura. I don't know. What do you think, Jen?
Well, I mean, it could absolutely be a different Laura because, as you already pointed out, there's a different Laura that you already found. Because maybe it's just a popular name, and it's just like, hey, I'm gonna join a cartel. I'm gonna join Cartel Ta, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna join Cartel Z. I don't know. They're just gonna be like, oh yeah, well, that's just like, it's like if your name was John, for example. Like I know,
right,
30 plus Johns probably. There could be a lot of Ta Johns, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Ta Johns.
So yeah, there you go. It could be a totally different person, or could be a retcon, or I don't know. It might be a totally different Laura, but it could be cool if this was the author of the Grimoire of the Shadowlands. I think it'd be pretty nice. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense. I like that connection if that's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm convinced they're going to start having to remind us a little bit like, well, Shadowlands lore is actually a thing that we have to deal with, folks. Yeah. so I'm convinced that stuff is coming back in. Like, they're bringing it back in. They're like, hey, everybody, you remember the brokers? Remember in that expansion you guys didn't really like very much? They're ethereals.
And here's the thing about that, right? Like, yes, I'm not going to sit here and say Shadowlands was great. But it wasn't, in my book, at least in my book, it wasn't terrible either. And there were aspects of it that were good. There was aspects of it that I liked, that it expanded the universe and our knowledge of the Great Dark Beyond and the universe and all that, right? And I want it to matter. Like, I want that story to matter in the grand scheme of things, and that we went through it for a reason, and doing things like bringing back the brokers and Tazavesh and explaining the brokers more and the ethereals and void lords and all this. Like, I'm looking forward to that. I really do hope that it helps to tie some loose ends, expand some information, and make some stuff from Shadowlands matter.
Yep, I agree. I really want my Dreadlord lore to matter. I need more preface, or
right?
Not preface, but the next entry, please. Not preface.
The next entry.
I would. In fact, can you just give me the whole report? Right. Preface is like saying, "Hey, this is the little bit of beginning. This is the preface. Give me the whole thing." I want the whole report. I want to see it all. Thank you. That's what I would like. Continue to make Shadowlands lore meaningful, because we get Daddy D in Shadowlands, and Juan Samdi was hanging out in Shadowlands, and some good stuff. There's some good stuff. I'd like that. I'd like that.
True. Now, did you also notice that Karesh, or Kafresh, as we decided on the show a couple episodes ago, is referred to with he, him pronouns?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Which felt really purposeful choice at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts on this? Do you think we're going to get to meet Karesh at some point?
Well, I mean, we met Argus, so
Exactly.
I don't know if we're gonna be meeting them during the raid or afterwards. It absolutely could happen. It could be something like that we're like, it's time to deal with whatever this Titan World Soul is. I mean, at the very least, we may. I don't think like it's gonna wake up as like Titan, Void Entity, but whatever. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen, but I know that there's a quest where they're like, you want to talk to your World Soul? So, yeah, it does feel like that could be something that's going to come up. Maybe not now in just like 11.2, but 11.25, 11.27, yeah, there might be like some chitter chatter with old Karesh, the World Soul. So, yeah.
Chitter chatter. I also like the description of the blood orange sky, making the dramatic change along with the ambiance added in.
Yes.
All in all, like, it was well done, and I was excited for it, and then excited to hear the other two parts. Any other thoughts on your thoughts about this clip?
My thought was the color of their sky was very expensive because they said it was saffron. And saffron is expensive as shit. So, yeah. Yeah,
maybe it was an expensive sky. You don't know.
Yeah, it was a very expensive sky. I don't know. It's nice though. Saffron, blood orange sky. That'd be interesting to see. I like that. That's kind of cool.
Kind of like eternal sunset colors.
Yeah, it'd be pretty freaking cool. I gotta tell you, that'd be kind of nice looking. But I mean, other than that, I mean, I don't really have anything else to bring up on this first one, other than like, let's like not let our planet get devoured. Okay, please.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, thanks. Should we jump into the next clip?
I think we should. Here comes number 2.
We whispered rumors like they were prayers, as if spoken softly enough, they wouldn't come true. But the sky kept changing. The storm kept growing. Not rain, not wind, just shadow. Writhing, boiling, watching. Our leaders acted, erecting radiant barriers of arcane energy that shimmered against the encroaching dark. We flocked beneath those barriers, abandoning our city and all we loved behind. The immense pressure of shadow fell like unending sleet. We Kareshi safe, only so long as the arcane light endured. The barriers held, and with them, our fragile hope. We hung all hopes on the shields. We clung to them like drowning souls to driftwood. Defiant eyes, gazing back at the abyss as the barriers held back the void. The shields staved off the storm. But their unimaginable cost came due long after the false hope remained. It began with a few of us, marred skin paired with an easy lie to explain. Others soon showed the signs of the affliction. Eventually, flesh thinned, bones ached, and skin was scorched on every Kareshi. The wasting. It was called many things at first. It was just a name, clinical, distant. But now it stings like prophecy. We began to wrap ourselves in bandages, not just to protect, but to preserve what remained. Where once vibrant robes flowed, bindings coiled instead, What was left of our bodies soon appeared like living ghosts. We bought time and called it salvation. The hope we were fed. The lie, wrapped in promises, would prove crueler than the entity that consumed our world.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to decide which actually is crueler, because they're both gonna suck. So I don't know. What do you think, Allie? What's worse, getting turned into a ghost or getting devoured by the void?
Probably devoured, I would think.
Yeah. So quit your bitching, Laura. Come on. You're
Well,
fine.
I mean, they went through some shit, okay?
Yeah, they're fine. Walk it off.
We heard about it. We know what happened. And actually, it was really cool because you can feel that growing doom and gloom as Laura describes what they experienced.
Oh, yeah.
And I also like that we heard about the barriers Locust Walker made from the perspective of one of the citizens this time, as opposed to from Locust Walker's, perspective. So that was cool to kind of get that little other side of the coin situation there.
Yeah, because he's like, hey, we're like really cool, and we're making these barriers because I'm like the smartest guy alive, and I'm just I'm just super smart. But the citizens are like, well, they sold us a bill of goods saying that we're gonna be fine, like it's totally gonna protect us, and they're like, dude, you created shields that burned our skin off of us after enough time, like.
Right.
And it not only did it burn our skin, it burned our souls to the point where we're just like living ghosts, as they said. So maybe I'd rather be eaten by the void. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm just saying it seems like a valid thing to bring up, and yeah. And I also just have to admit, like I'm really excited for just getting to learn all of this stuff, like how traumatic it was for the Ethereals. Obviously, we all kind of knew it was pretty bad because they were like, oh, Dimensions ate our planet. It's so much worse than we thought it really was.
It really is.
It's so much worse.
It's not a quick, big bada boom. It's a slow torture that they went through, which we had no idea of. So it's a lot.
Yeah, we kind of were everyone kind of assumed, just because, they didn't tell us. So they're like, oh, yeah, there's a Void Lord that ate our planet, basically. And then what was left of us we're just these floaty ghost things, and then we put bandages on, and we're like, okay, that wasn't that bad.
That's what we thought.
That wasn't that bad. And they're like, no, they made
became
these
space mummies. That's fine.
Yeah, no, they're like, no, the Void Lord was going to destroy us. And we're like, yeah, we need to protect us. So let's put up some barriers and burn the shit out of ourselves over years and years and years at a time. It's like, okay, that's, I can understand now why she's like, yeah, I think I would have just rather gone out with the Void Lord.
I can see that, I guess.
Well, I mean,
as opposed to the torture. Yeah,
it's complicated though, because it's like, because with this whole concept of like, now we know that the Shadowlands and all this kind of stuff, so it's like, with full, complete, 100% knowledge, it kind of makes me go, I don't know what I would choose. I guess space mummy?
Exactly.
I guess. Oh, that's a long transition process of over multiple years of living under a pink dome. So,
right.
Oh well. Good for them, I guess.
Well, kind of on that note a bit, Laura speaks about the wrappings they used. And if Laura is Telora, which, may or may not be true, don't quote me on that. It makes me wonder, at what point did the brokers become the brokers? So a small tiny spoiler, beginning of 11.2. So tiny. You hear it in the beginning. The Shadowlands demanded stronger containment suits than the ethereal wrappings. So that makes me feel like they, at some point, one group went to the Twisting Nether, wrappings were fine. Another group went on an adventure, exploring the cosmos, ended up in the Shadowlands, and they needed containment suits. that had stripes and looks like clowns for some reason. What are your thoughts on this whole like brokers versus ethereals and how they became what they became situation? Do you have theories yet on this?
Like how did the split occur?
Yeah, like how did the split occur? Like why did one group go this way, one group this way? Why the Shadowlands? Why do the Shadowlands need the containment suits as opposed to the twisting nether, which apparently the wrappings were fine?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm also kind of over here going, well, what's with the totally different accents too? Like, especially like I'm just kind of curious about that. But why one went the other way and the other went another? I don't know. It just seems like they were trying to divide and conquer. You know, like some people were trying to go this way, some people, right? They're just like, okay, we have an existence of we're space mummies now, and we really want to get, you know, some kind of revenge, most likely on Dimensions, right? That was like one of the big things that we did.
Some of them did, yeah.
So some were like, all right, we're gonna track down Dimensions and things like that, and it seems like the other ones are like, you know, life can be unfair, can't it? Maybe we can fix death. They're like, okay, we're gonna go to the Shadowlands and tweak it, I guess. I don't freaking know what the plan was, why they ultimately went to the Shadowlands. Maybe to, like I said, maybe they're just trying to fix something with the fact that they literally were on a planet and a cosmic entity was like, blah, 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 and they're like, that's not what. I didn't do anything. They're just big voidy thing in the sky came and ate my planet, and this sucks now. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they were up to, but clearly, because I mean, you kind of think about it, like one of the big things that the brokers were looking for was the sepulchre of the first ones. Like at least that's what Farim was looking for. So the cartel,
right?
Cartel Fa, and there was a couple other cartels that were like trying to get in on the trying to hunt down friggin' sepulchre of the first ones and figure all that out. Trying to figure out the fractals and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Maybe there is like, so like I'm onto something with them. They're like, existence is not fair. This is stupid. Let's fix it. We can design a better universe. Yeah, they're trying to. They're like benevolent jailers. They're like, reality's stupid. We're gonna make our own. I mean, look at us. We're ghost mummies. This doesn't make any sense.
We're ghost mummies. I hope we do eventually get some clarification on those little details. I don't know if Blizzard sees that as in a loose thread they need to tie up, but I need them to tie it up, so I hope they do.
Yeah, just give us an idea. Like it's like with the Arathi. Like I want to know, like when did you guys go? I'll see you later. We're gonna go across the ocean.
Goodbye.
And why? Right? I'm just kind of curious. Like you don't need like a great reason why, but I am curious to know why they decided to just up and leave.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we go on to audio log part 3?
Sure, might as well. Let's go.
Tazavesh reeked of panic and poultices, of voices hoarse from prayers unanswered, until the day no Kareshi will ever forget. We gathered in the streets to hear the words of Salhadar, to learn the wisdom of our new High King, to what remained of his people. His words were not guidance. They were a sentence, a spark thrown on dry kindling. Locust Walker was the reason we suffered. Unity is swift when fear finds a scapegoat. And yet, Locust Walker slipped the noose. The thought eats at me more than the wasting ever did. In the end, there was no escaping the doom that came to Karesh. Not for him, not for Karesh, not for any of us. Starving for absolution, we followed Salhadar. Our High King promised salvation. But his first act was not benevolent. It was betrayal. There were no warnings, no time for farewells. Just time to watch everything end. The screams of our loved ones drowned beneath the grinding chorus of the deactivated shields. The skies cracked open and bled oblivion onto Karesh. Soon, all was unmade. Some said Salhadar broke under the weight of our inescapable end in days thereafter. Others whispered he was promised power in exchange for his people. The truth belongs to the historians to debate, but none would argue that the shadows he unleashed upon us claimed all Karesh. And the skies have not stopped falling for its children since.
That's kind of messed up. Sounds like
Right?
Salhadar did some not so good stuff there. Not so good.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, we hear that moment where Nexus King Salhadar betrayed the Kreshi while throwing Locust Walker completely under the bus.
He deserved
Completely.
it. He deserved
Right?
it.
I mean, that's up for debate. But Salhadar went on to lead the Ethereum, and we deal with them in Netherstorm alongside the Protectorate. And as a reminder, we killed Salhadar in Netherstorm. We did.
Yeah.
That's the thing that happened. Now, Jin, do you feel like the next line is too much of a spoiler, or can I go ahead and say what the next part is?
No. We can.
All right.
Yeah, we can do it. No.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. Apparently, we aren't done with Salhadar because he's one of the bosses in our new raid, Manaforge Omega.
Omega.
I say it like that. Omega.
Metaphors
So, yeah, he's- Right, like so he's back. Like, how did he survive? Is it a case where he was pumped with so much void that he returned to a void realm and was able to come back? Like, how is he still alive? Do we have thoughts?
I don't really have like a lot of thoughts around this because when you're a creature that is made up of energy and band-aids, it feels like you could just get some energy and some band-aids and be like, I'm back. I don't know how they brought him back. I mean, he's a dude that's like, hey, I'm a ghost mummy and I'm really cool. I'm gonna be like Ghost Mummy and I'm your leader now. I'm your king, not just your high priest.
True, he did that.
I don't freaking know why he's back. Like, it's just I have no clue why on earth they decided to bring him back. I mean, I can see why they decided to bring him back, but how? That's
How?
a different question. But then again, I felt the same way when I played with Warcraft 3 and Medivh was just going like, "Sup, Thrall? Can you go do some stuff for me?" I'm like, "What the? Anduin Lothar
Right.
stabbed you in the back. What are you doing here?" But there he is. Medivh gets to run around. Like, King Salhadar. He's still hanging around. What are you gonna do?
I mean, John Chat brings up a good point there. Like, Kahun brought Zul back, so why couldn't the void be used to resurrect a being of energy?
Yeah, why not?
That's a good point. Could be.
Makes sense to me.
Well, moving on, we get details of the destruction that occurred on Karesh. And, getting that more vivid imagery for it, which was really cool to hear. I think they did a great job. Any other thoughts on this clip or the audio drama, these audio logs in general?
I mean, the audio logs, I mean, it's interesting to see them kind of from, like you said, just a citizen's perspective of how this felt. And this wasn't just like, oh, hi, I'm Locust Walker. I'm the guy that's in charge of building these things and figuring out a solution for our species to survive. And they're kind of like, yeah, but this sucks. This really sucks. Like you literally burned all our skin off and well, not just our skin, like everything else underneath too. Like we're literally just Lulu energies at this point. So appreciate that. But yeah, I like the way it also, I don't know, just made it feel so just god awful terrible. Right? It wasn't just going like, oh yeah, it was sucked, but you know, I got a hot bath out of it, but nah, it's just, yeah, it's just straight up going like, yeah, let me tell you why Locust Walker's a piece of shit, and as well as King Saladar. Yeah, it's just yeah, this all these people suck. Every last one of them, yeah, you suck. So I don't know. I just like the vantage point of someone who had to go through these god awful, you know, experience.
Yeah. This is cool. I'm glad they did this. It brings, you know, it's not necessarily new information, but it brings some good flavor. Kind of gives you that new perspective going into the questing that we're going to be doing on Koresh. It's great. Well, should we move on to our next section?
Yes, let's do it.
Well, before Dementius showed up to Nam Nam on Koresh, Tazavesh was one of the city-states of the planet. And it's coming back. So I don't know. There's just a couple little things here and there where I thought it'd be cool to do a little refresher on what we've learned in the past, what we know from the past, and things that are back, like Tazavesh, for example. It was known for its enormous market, had goods from all over the world. As we heard in the audio drama Doom of Koresh, the secret group called the Ravel was based there. You'll be hearing more about the Ravel in 11.2. Dementius showed up like a purple Pac-Man to devour the planet, and arcane shields were put up. Koreshi started to deteriorate. We know all this already. At some point, a large group of Koreshi, from what I've gathered, piled into Tazavesh, and they pulled a dollar in and just like flew the city out of there. Just like, whoop, where are we here now? I don't know why. I want no more. But they moved Tazavesh over to the Shadowlands, where it would just float there in the in-between. And that's also where it would become a mega dungeon. As a refresher, Jin, can you read the adventure guide for the mega dungeon, Tazavesh, the Veiled Market?
Sure. The ruthless cartel boss Anyway, means to conduct a heist that spans the realms in order to claim progenitor secrets. Her only opposition is the disgraced broker Aldalil. Okay. And his ragtag crew, who must navigate the mysterious Veiled Market and stop Soleil before she claims his forbidden power. Yeah.
We are that ragtag crew. We did that.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
Yep. Or Cartel All enlisted the aid of the Mallwalkers to travel to Tazavesh, stop the leader of Cartel So, which is the Soleil, whatever, from assembling a dangerous relic of the first ones, which she sought for her own selfish gains. Soleil being the leader of the Cartel So, she wanted to use it to empower her cartel for reasons. It's never really expressed what those reasons are, per se. Just wanted to use it to empower her cartel. Do you remember any reasons, Jin? Am I like misremembering something?
No, you're not really misremembering anything. I just know that this was supposed to be, like I said, a relic of the first ones.
Yes.
But it didn't say what that was supposed to be the first ones of, or what it did, or I mean, all we did was like put that thing back where it came from. So help me, so help me. Put that thing back where it came from. So help me, so help me. And then we put it back, but no one told us what it was for. That's all. Yeah. That's all. We just pulled a Mike Wazowski, put it back, and then boom, there we go. That's what happened. And no one let us know what this thing was for. I mean, that's probably a good idea because our jackasses would probably be like, "This is mine now. I'll just take this. This is mine now."
Yeah. I mean, we know that not all the cartels got along, so maybe they just wanted to be the one cartel to rule them all. I don't know. But on that note, we'll be seeing some familiar broker cartels again. Not all of them get along, except not all of them get along with each other. The way the broker names work, like I mentioned earlier, is they have the name of their cartel, an apostrophe, then their name, which is why Nari is Vanari. She's from cartel Va, apparently. Al-Farim, our Fractal's buddy, Mad Scribe. He renounced the cartel Al, so he was just known as Farim. He just Farim. Just because I think it's gonna be funny to have you read the list. Jin, can you read the list of the broker cartels for us?
Sure. Here are all of the broker cartels in alphabetical order. Al A B B F Ko K So Ta Tu Ve Zai Zo. There you go. That's all of them.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, Al, A-L, A-U, Ba, B-A, Bye, B-Y, Fe, F-E, Ko, you get that one, K-O, Kumite, I don't know, K-U, So, that one's easy, Ta, we already know that one, T-A, and the Tu, T-U, V-E, Ve, yeah, that's Venaris, that's a cartel of one right there. Zai, yeah, that's the one. Zai, that's the one that they're the bad ones. Zai's the bad ones, I remember. And then Zo's,
it's true.
They're just whatever. I don't remember what Zo are.
Yeah, some of these we've seen a lot of, and some of them not as much.
Yeah, I think the ones that we've seen the most of is Al, Ta,
yeah,
Zai, because they're the bad guys, and those are the main ones. Those are the real big ones. All the other ones are just like some jackass in the mailroom. He's part of cartel. Bye.
Maybe, could be. I mean, you played the PTR off the top of your head. Do you remember? Because we see brokers like in the beginning.
I don't remember any of them being part of cartel. Whatever. I didn't pay that close to their names.
There's a Ta. I want to say I saw a Ba in there somewhere. Baba Black Sheep.
But yeah, but Ba.
I don't know.
Well, it's kind of funny if you like put it together. Those two. That's just cartel baby. B-A-B-Y.
Cartel baby.
Cartel baby. It'd be, if you read them all together, that's Allow Babi Fa Kokusu Tatu Veziezo. That didn't do anything. Yeah, there you go. There's all your cartels, and they don't spell anything. And you put them all together in alphabetical order.
It's true. They don't.
No,
you could try, but it won't work well.
Not in alphabetical order. It won't work well. That's for sure. You have to do some weird puzzle game to put this together to make it say something.
Right. Well. Anyways, with the Shadow Guard Ethereals attacking, the brokers decided it would be a good idea to move Tazavesh back to Koresh so they can have a base of operations again, which is why it's back. That's why we're doing things there. Good. Won't say anything else about that. Next week, all bets are off. But this week, we're a little bit of a breather. Let people play through it a bit.
Sure.
Yeah. Last but not least, why is Dimensius back if we fought him in the Netherstorm? Well, you have to remember that not all of Dimensius was around last time. Because it takes a massive amount of power for the Void Lord to be able to manifest on a planet like that. Again, teeny tiny spoilers at the very beginning of the questline. Dimensius was only shattered after our fight in Netherstorm. Only shattered. Didn't kill him, just shattered. His fragments were scattered across the Great Dark Beyond. So the Shadow Guard have been going around and collecting them in order to reforge him into our dimension once again, but bigger and stronger. bringing us to our patch that released today, 11.2. Long may it rain. Something or other like that. Any thoughts, Jen, about Dimensius being back, about any of this? Thoughts on 11.2? How are we feeling?
11.2. I'm excited to get in there. It'll be good. That's all. But yeah, in terms of Dementius, I don't really have any additional comments on it, only because it was explained to me during the PTR, and I just go, okay, I won't comment too much on all that. But yeah, it's just, yeah, he's back, and I'm really curious to know what we're gonna be doing next in Midnight. That's where I'm like, what's happening? I think we're gonna find out soon, though.
We are very soon. I'm excited. I'm excited for 11.2. I'm excited for new content, to be getting some answers. Good. It's good. I'm ready for it. Ready for new content.
I agree. I'm super excited for the new content and whatever 11.2 is about to bring.
True. Well, before we do our little contest, or give some people a chance to answer about wrong answers only, how do we kill Dimensius? We'll do that in a bit. But first, I think you should go ahead and do your job, Jen, so they can answer.
Absolutely, I can do that, which is, it is the part of the show where it's time to say a huge thank you to all of those who are our patrons. Yes, it's patron thank you time. That's what we're doing, because it's at the end of the show. Because if you'd like to join their ranks, become a patron so I can say thank you to you, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/livelaughLore and sign up for as little as $1 episode. Yeah. No new patrons this week. Except Kamari came back. Because probably there's weird stuff with his card or something. That's all it was. No biggie. I don't know why Patreon is like, hey, you got a new patron. I'm like, that's not new. I know Kamari. He's a good dude. Anyway, no new patrons. But we do have to say thank you to all the top patrons that just go above and beyond and just be incredibly amazing. Because y'all awesome. And you don't have to do it, but you do. And we love you for it. So here we go. Here's a huge thank you to Jay Ka, Donald McWaters, Sean Wilson, over there for Azeroth. Check it out. Haley, Harlow. All right. Okay, brother. What'd you do to me? All right. My enormous butt. All right. That was a good one. My enormous butt. My enormous butt. There we go. Sweet. Zero. Sorry about that, Zero. You can blame Broder. Lex Rance, also over there for Azeroth. Check it out. Shalil, Nicolobre, Craig Lemus. Now, technically, I'm going to tell you a little story here. Technically, these are in a different order. There's a different order. But because of a name decision, I was like, well, I got to change the order. Because it's funny. So anyways, it's Kamari, Harbinger of Void Lord Rigorminos. Void Lord Rigorminos. Tired of intermediaries and heralds. So there you go.
Fantastic.
There you go, Rigorminos. You got yourself a herald, a harbinger. There you go. You got a harbinger. Your herald threw me off. No, a harbinger. You got your own very own harbinger. You know, ushering in the coming of Void Lord Rigorminos. Mud, Averdone, Thistleborn, and Father Ryan. Thank you so much to all of the patrons that go out there and just sign up and just keep the show going because you all are amazing. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate it.
Stories. There's nothing in the world more powerful than a good story.
We like to end every episode on a positive note, something happy, good news, lighthearted, that kind of thing. All things we could use more of, obviously. Our story comes to us today from Northern England in Thirsk, North Yorkshire. There is a group of about 20 ducks who have made their home right in the middle of town center every night. And from about mid-June until the beginning of December, they go make a 15-minute journey from the Codbeck River to the Market Square car park where they sleep. Their journey usually starts around 8:30 p.m. Usually takes a little 15-minute journey over there. They sleep wherever the heck they please in the town center until around 4:30 in the morning, and then they head back to the river. The first time they made that journey, I think if I remember right, I read like 4 of them were hit by cars. So it spurred this whole thing, where there is a group of about 15 volunteers who call themselves the Duck Wardens, and they help escort the ducks to safety every day. And this started last year, and it's continued into this year. They think that the ducks feel safer away from the predators of the river, or maybe the cobblestones where they sleep are warm, who knows. But either way, they keep doing it, so these volunteers keep escorting them. They know that the ducks are ready to leave the river because they start like quacking really loudly. It's basically they're letting the duck wardens know, like, hey, we're ready to go. Let's go. Escort us. And so the volunteers follow them along. They act as crossing guards when they needed. And they place cones in like the parking lot or wherever they decide to sleep. They just like put cones out there just to kind of give them their space. And the volunteers don't actually encourage the ducks to make the walk. They just do their thing. They just go. And so the volunteers just watch over them. And duck wardens stay with the ducks till about 11 p.m. or so on the weekdays, or until 2:30 in the morning on the weekends. Kind of depends on, when the town becomes quiet, when they know the ducks are safe. Are there a bunch of drunks out? Maybe they need to stay up longer. Who knows? However long it takes until the town becomes quiet. But it's brought a lot of good community spirit. People have donated high visibility jackets to the duck wardens. A local pub brings things like tea and coffee to watch over the ducks. And the volunteers don't encourage the ducks. Like I said, they just go. And the volunteers just watch over them. There we go. There's a lot of giggling going on over here. I've been trying really hard to ignore you in chat so I can get through that. Vault of the Duck Wardens. The Shaw of Ducks. Oh, Starman. The Shaw of Ducks. That's good. The Vault of the Duck Wardens.
Honestly, this is fabulous. I love the Duck Wardens. I was just picturing like duck crossing guards is basically how I'm seeing this.
I mean, they got like the high visibility jackets.
Yeah.
One of the pictures literally shows them being a crossing guard for the ducks. It's fantastic. And they've got a Facebook group so they can, recruit new people if they need to, rotate people, figure out their schedules and stuff. But yeah, they're dedicated to protecting these ducks as they make their journey every day from mid-June until beginning of December. Every day.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the ducks. That's so cute. I don't know why I find that so freaking adorable, but I don't know. I just do. Little duck wardens. They're just getting out there, putting on the little crossing guard uniform, and just letting the ducks cross the street. So I don't know. That reminds why did the duck cross the road? I don't know. To get back to the river. Sadly, it's like I guess that's the joke.
Is it though?
No.
Is that the joke?
No, it's just a matter of fact. They're just getting back to the river or going to the cobblestones for sleepy time. That's why they crossed the road. There you go. And the wardens made sure they got there. Sweet.
Sweet.
But yeah, I guess it's time to get out of here, right?
Yeah, it is time to get out of here.
Duck wardens. Right? I need like a reality show. Duck wardens, yeah.
You have to compete to become one of the volunteers.
Yeah.
One of the wardens.
That's what we need.
I'd watch that.
Duck wardens.
Thank you so much for listening to Live, Laugh, Lore. If you have a topic or a question you'd like us to discuss, send us an email at livelaughlorecast@gmail.com. If you want to support us on Patreon, you can do so by going to patreon.com/livelaughLore, and you can keep the show going for as little as $1 an episode. You can watch Ali live on Twitch Sunday nights over at twitch.tv/AliAndres, and you can watch Jin Monday nights at twitch.tv/JinsJoint. You can also follow the show on Twitter at live_laugh_lore. You can follow Jin on Twitter at JinsJoint, and you can follow Ali at AliAndresK. Meanwhile, be kind and take care.
That's an episode. Hey, at least you're a little should I just redo this intro? That'll be a fun little blooper at the end.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, why not? That'll be good. That'll be fantastic.
I don't even know what that was. All right, everyone, this is your last chance to get your entries in for...
Or Rigoritas is getting it.
There was 2.
Oh,
There
two.
was
I missed
two.
one. Let me see.
Imanis did his.
Let me look. Oh yeah. I
Too
missed
many
that one.
wipes, man. Too many wipes.
Too many wipes. Well,
Too many wipes.
we use 409 wipe.
Too many wipes. I'm telling you.
409. Good shit. Good shit. All right.
While we're giving them a second, we did get two on. Like, it's online. I mean, the whole thing was to come here to give your answers, so I'm not gonna really count it. You'll understand. It's like I'll ban them out. It's fine. It's a friend of mine, so it's fine. It's a guilty. But Ken plays games. Blue Sky social, whatever. Just at Ken plays games on Blue Sky. Says what kills wrong answers to kill Dimensius? 2 letters. AI.
Yeah.
The other one, he gave 3 answers. The other one is feed him the bones of Mankirk's wife.
Oh, that's just sad. Oh,
Poor Mankirk's wife.
poor Mankirk.
And then the last one is these in a weird order. The sword. You know the one.
That's the one.
The sword.
What
The
sword?
sword. Yeah.
What sword? What are you talking about? What sword?
No, they fixed it.
They fix it? Okay.
Back.
That sword.
I said that sword.
This sword? What sword? This sword? That sword. All right.
We're choosing the winner at random.
That means we're gonna flip a coin if we got the 2. So there you go.
I have a D20, and it's gonna be odds versus even.
Okay, that works. I like that. That's
It's
the
one you
portal
got me,
D20.
even. It is the portal D20. Try show on screen.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. The portal D20. It's a companion cube, but it's not a cube.
It is.
It's a companion dodecahedron.
There is a cube in the set for the
Well, yeah, the
six.
D6, right?
D6, yeah.
You got a companion cube and a companion dodecahedron. So there you go. Beautiful.
All right. Anyone else? There is a lag with YouTube, so I'm gonna give it a second.
Mhm.
Anyone else want to give the answer to how do we kill Dimensius? Wrong answers only. Random winner will get the Volpine Familiar mount.
That is an awesome D20.
It is an awesome D20. Also, it's from Jin. Makes it even better.
Yes. I wish I knew how to. I wish I knew how to make it, but it's just Etsy, But what are you gonna do? I don't know how to make dice out of metal. Hi,
Sarith,
Hi, Sarith.
how do we kill Dimensius? Wrong answers only.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna use a D20 to do 3 entries.
I won't use a D20 for that.
Well, you could do. I would do a D6. You got 1 and 2. Go to the first one. 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. That's how I would do it. Yep.
Yeah. We do the classic Ant-Man intro into Thanks and Go Giant.
Thanos.
Oh, Thanos. I'm like, wait, thanks?
Yeah, we did the classic Ant-Man into Thanos. Echo Giant. Yeah. That's
All right, let me get a D6 then. Hold on.
There you go. All right. Yeah. So I would do just a 1,
And
2,
then I
3.
can show the real companion cube.
Oh yeah, the real companion cube. With,
Did you just say D3?
I mean, it is a
There's
D.
D3.
I mean, there are D3s, but they're
I
very
don't have
weird.
D3.
They're very weird shapes.
See, look. It's an actual square one. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go.
I'm assuming that's the 6. Is that the 6 or the 1?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a 6.
All right. Beautiful.
Yeah, the heart is the 6.
I'm
So you
assuming-
want it to be the 1.
Well, yeah. Oh, I mean, you never know. But yeah, I would assume that you want the heart to be the the good one. Like I'm assuming the heart's the a 20 on the D20. Yeah.
It sure is. It
Mhm.
sure is.
Look at that.
All right. Well, I think we're going to take these 3 answers for the sake of time.
All right. Give it a
So
roll.
we'll read them again. Hold on. We can
Give it a
read them
roll.
first.
No, I mean, okay.
Hold on.
Okay. All right. I'm
Would
excited.
you like to read John's?
Sure. All right. How do we kill Dimensius? Xal'tas used the dark heart to grow the size of a titan and consume him. The way Mr. Slave consumes Paris Hilton in that episode of South Park. If you know, you know. I don't need to
It's true.
tell you. But let's just say it's funny. It's funny. It's real funny. I believe that was during the slut off. That's what that was. All right, you want to get the second one there?
Yes, Imanis Greyforge. To kill Dimensius, we use 409. We use 409, not 409 wipes.
I was about to say,
I don't know why my brain
what
was
on
reading
earth
that.
are you doing?
As
What happened?
my brain happened. My brain read that as 409 wipes. That's too many wipes, man.
That's
but no,
like
409
race the
is
world
a fantastic
first.
cleaner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
409.
that
That's like race the world first numbers for wipes. So.
That's too many wipes. But no,
too many
409, the cleaner, which is a great cleaner. It's great. I don't know why I associated that with 409 wipes. My brain didn't read the "and" in there. Really, is what happened.
All right.
Sorry, Monis. Sorry, man.
All right.
Nice, man. And then, of course, we have Sharith, who says the classic Ant-Man into Thanos, and then go giant. Classic.
So one is you go inside and explode, and then another one is you consume them. Like, yeah, it very much is opposite. And then there's another one, 409. All right, let's give it a roll.
All right. So we're thinking what? John's going to be 1 and 2, Monis is 3 and 4, and Sharith is 5 and 6.
That's correct.
All right, here we go. The dice says 1.
All right. Sorry, your gross one
1.
just won. There you go, Rigaminus. You win. I said that like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's like doom and gloom on you. You win a mount.
You win. I'm so sorry that you just won a mount. Congratulations.
But for those in the Discord, we also are still running the contest for the other mount. So there is a separate thread we have going on in the Discord. Trying to think of the link for the Discord.
It is discord.livelaughflore.com.
Yeah. I was going to paste it into the chat, though.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one. Yes. That still works.
It does. I tested it when I made the link tree. So yeah. If you are not in the Discord, you're welcome to join the Discord. The other key we have to give away will be given away on Friday.
The 8th?
The 8th.
The 8th. Okay.
The night of. I was trying to remember what time I said I was going to do it. It's in the Discord.
Beautiful. All right. It's in the Discord. Sweet. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone who came out and was hanging out in the chat, because that was super fun. That was amazing. And yes, don't worry. I was seeing all the crazy stuff going by as we were recording. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Bye. I mean, I